So it's been 4 months since I last watched a Morgz video, and so I thought it's about time I checked up on him. What's he up to now? Has he improved his content? Let's take a look. Who can lose the most money in 24 hours challenge? Not really a challenge, though, is it? A challenge, by definition, has to be something that is challenging to do. Losing money is not a challenge. This seems like more of an opportunity for you to show us how much money you have to lose. Why does it look like he's about to sneeze?
Today, me and Mum are gonna find out who can lose the most money in 24 hours.
Considering the challenge is literally just to lose money, this seems pretty intense to me.
Hang on for a sec there, Mum. There's a twist.
What's that face all about? I've never seen someone so shocked to hear there's a twist before. She hasn't even heard what the twist is yet.
You can't spend any money on yourself. You have to give it away to other people or find a way to lose it.
Again, it's really not that intense, is it? Do you know what I mean? Losing money, you could literally burn it, you could throw it out the window. It's not a challenge.
I've got an amazing idea.
We'll see about that, Jill. Go on.
I'm gonna go out in public and just give the money to random strangers. And the final touch, ta-da!
Why has she stuck a load of fake American dollars on her? It's not going to get very far in Sheffield, is it, Jill?
Oh my gosh! What the hell? Was that Mum then?
Yeah, it might have been. I know she's got money stuck to her, but it's hardly the greatest disguise in the world, Morgz. I hope you can identify who your own mum is.
Did Mum just walk past my window, or am I going crazy?
No, you went crazy long before this.
Does that sign say free money?
Yes, it quite literally does. Yeah, he's good, isn't he? He can read and all.
And has she got notes all over her body?
Yes, she has. Well done. That's 2 out of 2. God, you're getting good at this. Stating the obvious.
Every day I order some food to be delivered at this time.
The way that he shouts in his videos, it almost feels like he's written his scripts in caps lock. Just got his caps lock button stuck.
Win the challenge in the process. I'm a genius.
I'm a genius. No, you're not. No, not even close, actually. A minute ago, you couldn't even identify who your mum was. Now you're calling yourself a genius.
Free money, anyone? Free money? Do you want some free money? That's a bit rude.
So he's got his mum sat on the ground with fake American dollars attached to her, holding a sign. I mean, firstly, why? Secondly, what's she doing just going along with this as if this is normal? I know that he's paying the bills and everything, which must be a weird household dynamic. Her son pays the bills and pays for the house. That's just weird in itself. But maybe try and have a little bit of self-respect along the way.
Guys, this is it. The delivery man's here. I've got the massive tip. Let's do this.
Okay, so it looks like he's actually about to give away some money, which is good. Let's watch him do that.
Pause! It is time for the 5-second subscribe challenge.
And there goes the ounce of respect I just had for him for a split second. I was just about to give him some credit for doing something decent, and then he's just dropped in, you know, the 5-second subscribe challenge, which is the most ridiculous thing to plonk in the middle of a 25-minute video that's already got 14 adverts on. 14 mid-rolls on a 25-minute video. That's like me sticking 6 mid-rolls on a 10-minute video. You wouldn't stand for it. You wouldn't have it. I feel bad throwing 3 in there sometimes. Now I find myself in the middle of a video with him counting down from 5. It's ridiculous. I mean, I may as well try it for myself, to be honest. You know, without the shouting, obviously. So if you want to subscribe, you know, hit the button. If you don't want to, don't. That's kind of how it works.
That's Subway. Thank you. Oh, before you leave, I've got something for you. I've got a tip here for you.
No, if you're going to give a large tip, don't fan the money out in front of him as if to say, yeah, I've already paid for the food, that was 10 quid, but look at the £200 tip I'm just about to give you here for free. Remember that. So look how much money I've got to spend. That's surplus to requirements, you can have that. I mean, I don't need it. You do, though. So I'll fan it right in front of your face, just so you can count it. There are ways of doing it rather than fanning the money out in front of them. It just seems very, very strange. You know, Casper Lee did a video where he gave large tips to the delivery men that turn up at his door. Obviously, Mr. Beast has done many videos giving money to people. They don't tend to fan the money out in front of them, though, like that. Maybe just try and be a bit more humble about it. That's my tip for you.
No, it is. Oh, come on. Come on. It's for you, trust me, it's for you. You can, trust me, it's for you. No, trust me, it's cool, it's cool. No, trust me, it's cool, I promise. Yeah, I promise, yeah.
This is so awkward. This is like socially very, very awkward to watch. Just back and forth. No, have it. No, please, it's also have it. eventually he accepts the money just to shut him up, probably.
It was a great delivery. The way you passed the sandwich, it was very good.
Don't say that. That sounds sarcastic. You're basically just saying I've tipped you 200 quid for passing a sandwich through a door. Now, as much as giving away £200 in a tip to, you know, a delivery man is fantastic, obviously, but for the rest of this video, he doesn't actually lose any money because he lies for the rest of it.
Help yourself. Ow! Ow! Oh! I'm black and blue. It's nipped me everywhere.
I'm black and blue, he's nipped me everywhere. No, he hasn't, Jill, has he? He's just taken a few quid off your top. It was stuck to your shirt, it wasn't stuck to you, was it? The only piece that was actually stuck to you was to the hair, okay? And it's not going to hurt that much. A little bit of sellotape. Jesus Christ, talk about an overreaction.
Guys, I guess that's...
Oh, she's recovered. She's no longer black and blue, she's fine now. Thank God for that, I was panicking for her there.
We only have one job. Buy as much stuff as possible.
Except we don't actually buy any of the clothes though, do you, Jill? You just pretend to buy them. That's the issue.
Martin, what about this? And this? Yeah, that is nice.
What's with Martin's facial expressions every 5 seconds? She's just taking things off a hanger, it's not that exciting.
Let's go and try and look for some expensive shoes.
Expensive shoes? Great idea.
Expensive shoes? Expensive shoes. Great idea, Martin.
Off-white shoes. They're amazing.
There's that face again. What's all that about?
I know for a fact that these are super stylish and super expensive because Morgan wears the same brand.
They're super stylish, super expensive. Oh, and by the way, Morgz wears them too, which means he's super stylish. And he's got a lot of money. Did Morgz write that bit in the script, do you reckon? Like I said at the start, this feels more like they're trying to show us how much money they've got to lose, as opposed to them actually losing money.
Flipping heck, Joe, what are you doing? I can hardly carry all this. You're going crazy.
You're going crazy, Jill. Crazy, I tell you, woman. 2 pairs of shoes? Oh, you're mental, aren't you? That's my Bald Martin impression, in case you haven't realised. Accurate.
I just arrived at the toy shop and check out who I'm with.
Mini Morgz is here.
Mini Morgz.
Oh, he's now got a mini Morgz, has he? Okay, so that's definitely not an idea taken from Jake Paul, is it? Definitely not. No. Why do YouTubers feel the need to have a mini version of themselves? One is enough. Let's not have a mini version as well, please, okay?
Mini Morgz, that's what I like to hear.
Good.
I think Mini Morgz needs a little bit of acting training before he's ready for his own channel. Do you know what I mean? I don't think he's quite capable of putting on the voice yet, is he? Or maybe his voice isn't broken, so that probably explains it.
See any ones you like, bro? Come on. What do you think, bro? What do you think? Bro, check it out. It's the Fantastic Beast. You've already got one. We'll get you another, bro. You can have 2. Let's keep going, bro.
If I had £1 for every time I said the word bro, I'd probably be able to afford his house at this point.
Should we keep looking around the shop?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Woo!
Whoa! That's mental! He was in the trolley and everything. He was going fast then, wasn't he? No, he wasn't actually. He was going normal speed.
You can get as many games as you want! Woo! 3, 2...
Why is there a countdown for picking games off a shelf? I'm lost at this point, to be honest. What's with all the countdowns? You're not building up any anticipation. Just pick them off the shelf.
The grand total was £1,000, bro.
Convenient, isn't it, that it nicely rounds up to £1,000 exactly. Oh, by the way, let's check the receipts. What's it actually say? Oh, £151.99. Not £1,000. That, my friends, is what we call a lie. If you're going to do something which feels like Mr. Beast content or whatever, at least follow through and actually deliver on what you say you're going to do. Don't just pretend or lie or make it up and pretend that you're actually buying these things when in reality, you're not. You've bought a bouncy castle and maybe one other thing. Do you know what I mean? You've not bought all those games or anything else in that store.
Check it out, Morgan. It's the Nintendo Switch. Would you like me to buy one for you?
Absolutely not. What a pointless games console that is.
Come on, Morgan. You know you want it.
No, I definitely don't. Put it back.
Oh, fine, okay. Just one Nintendo Switch, nothing else.
See this TV, Morgan? 75-inch, Ultra HD. It's stunning. I'm gonna buy it you.
I'll buy it you. You'll do what? Buy it for you. That's more like it. Correct grammar, please. There's young kids watching.
I want it so bad. You can't do this to me. This is torture.
Imagine if that was actually used as torture, being inside a little shack in Afghanistan. Oh no, not the 75-inch Ultra HD Samsung TV. Oh my days. How many USB ports does it have?
Come on, Morgan, let's go and pay. We've just got to go through the cleaning supplies.
Wait a sec, Mum. The cleaning supplies.
Not the cleaning supplies. I love a good mop.
Seeing what you just did to me, I have an idea.
I have an idea.
I will buy you any cleaning supplies that you want.
Come on, Jill. Don't look. Just don't look.
Oh, don't look at the irons. Oh, not the irons. Oh my god. Imagine what people in the shop are thinking, seeing this middle-aged woman and son filming, pretending not to look at the ironing products. It's ridiculous.
Just this one. That's all, no more. Go on, Jill. Don't look round. Just look ahead.
Now she's openly talking to herself in the middle of PC world.
Oh, this is the nicest cleaner I've ever seen. It's so smooth.
You need it.
I need it.
I need a break from this, to be honest. That's the only thing I need.
Maybe we should both go and pay for our items.
Let's pay. Okay, guys.
Notice how we never actually see them pay for anything. It's almost as if they don't actually buy it in the end. I mean, it just really shows that Morgz' only thoughts are to just make as much money from these videos as possible. I mean, 14 mid-rolls in 25 minutes says it all, really. And look, making money from YouTube, I've got no problem with. That's not the point. My point is, if you're going to make this content, follow through with what you are saying you're supposed to be doing. Just like Mr. Beast does. If you're going to try and copy Mr. Beast, actually copy this part of it. Don't copy the title and the thumbnail. Copy the part where he actually does the content bit. If he says he's going to buy something, he actually buys it. Don't just pretend to buy it just because it helps your bank balance at the end of the video. If you want to keep hold of your money, you don't want to lose it, don't make videos which the whole purpose is to lose money. Because you're just lying then, aren't you? You're just faking it.
And as you can see, I've bought loads and loads of scratch cards.
I mean, why are you buying scratch cards anyway? Is that the best way you can think of to try and lose money? Some of those scratch cards, you're paying for an entry into winning 100 grand. That's quite literally the opposite of losing money. You're trying to win money, if anything, by buying a scratch card. That defeats the whole purpose of the challenge. I mean, I'm not saying they're going to win 100 grand, but why are you entering into something where you might win, where you can just lose instead?
Guys, I spent about $1,000 on these scratch cards.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't spend $1,000 because you're in Sheffield, Jill. Okay, so let's stop pretending you're in LA or something. You're in Sheffield, alright? It's not that glamorous, okay? No offence to those from Sheffield. Unless you spent the other $900 on a flight to America to spend those imaginary dollars of yours, Jill, right? That's the only way you ever spent $1,000 on those scratch cards. And by the way, you didn't spend $1,000. Not even £1,000.
Still lost about $750.
The only thing I've lost is the will to live.
Martin, I would like to put all my money up for grabs in double or nothing.
Morgan, are you sure you want to do this? If you choose the wrong colour, you lose all your money.
Morgz a little bit slow to the concept of this video. That's quite literally what he's trying to do, Martin. So, yeah, keep up.
I've got the money right here and I don't even want it.
Oh no, what are you going to do with fake American dollars, Morgz? Arrgh. Nightmare. Maybe donate it to charity or something.
Wish I could just burn it or something. Burn it.
What's Morgan doing out there? He's at the incinerator. And has he got all the money?
I mean, what's that face all about? I've never been that shocked by something before. It looks like she's about to be taken hostage. I wonder if they'll torture her with a 75-inch Ultra HD Samsung TV.
He's not going to do what I think he's going to do, is he? Come on! We need to go stop him! Have you lost your mind?
No, Mum. I haven't lost my mind. I said I was going to win the challenge.
Missed the bin. That's awkward. The great thing about this is, you know those bills that he's got holding in his hand? It's weird how you can go on Amazon and buy the exact same fake American dollars, isn't it? It's crazy, is that? So he's spending 12 quid per 10 grand of those bills, which is ridiculous, isn't it? Wait, how much money has he spent on fake American dollars? I mean, there's $1 million there that you can buy for 410 quid.
You can't do this! It's crazy!
What?
Notice how she comes out of character for a split second there because the cameraman doesn't turn quickly enough. Watch. She goes from this really dramatic, you can't do this, it's crazy, to back to normal Jill Hudson that she probably is off camera.
Morgan, no! You can't do this! No! No, Morgan!
Whoa, no! Oh my gosh! It's doing it! It's actually set on fire!
Morgan, how could you do that? How could you do that?
I had to win!
That's just...
Why is he coughing and she isn't? I mean, they've both got lungs, they both stood next to it, you know. Surely it'd be a very, very similar reaction, but he's dying by the looks of it, and she's just sort of complaining about the fact he's set money on fire.
Come on, I can stop this, I can stop it!
Oh, it just gets a bit embarrassing at this point, doesn't it? I'm sort of embarrassed to be watching it.
Guys, don't tell her, but I didn't even burn my money. I used fake money.
Now, what I like about this bit at the end is where he tells us that he was burning fake money, as if we all didn't know that anyway. He's quite clearly done that to prevent his young audience from criticising him for burning money. And some people in the comments didn't get to that point of the video, and so have criticised him for burning money. It's a clever thing to do. Fair play. Right then, we'll end it there. That's enough for one day, isn't it? That's one video. One video. Thank you all so much for watching, guys. I'd really appreciate you dropping a like on this video, and also hit that subscribe button if you haven't already as well. Trying to push towards 22,000 subscribers at the moment. I'd really appreciate you clicking that button if you haven't already, and hit the bell button as well if you want to find out when I upload on this channel. Then you will get the bell notification. I upload like once or twice a week, so you won't be getting it loads. But if you want to do that, then feel free. Also, you can follow me on Twitter at GameFaceHD and on Instagram at GameFaceHD as well. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.